Let's play around with the IDLE and get to know it. This is the Integrated Development Environment, Python's own interpreter. It was coded in pure Python using tkinter and is cross-platform. This is your IDLE. We're running Python 3.7.3 released on March 25, 2019. Let's begin with something rather poetic. Type in import this and you have the Zen of Python. This is a poem by Tim Peters and it describes the philosophies of Python. Beautiful is better than ugly, simple is better than complex, and such. Readability counts. This is the help prompt in Python. You can type in something to get more information about it. This one searches for modules related to strings. And quit help by typing quit. Many like to use the IDLE as a handy calculator. I mean, who doesn't like to keep it all on the screen at once? This is the file menu. You can create a new file to write some Python code, open an existing file, open a module, save your code from this session, save it as, print and close and exit to close the current window or all windows. The edit menu has simple operations like undo, cut, paste and select. But you can also use it to find and replace stuff. For example, you can press Ctrl and 0 to highlight surrounding parentheses. To restart the shell, press Ctrl and F6. To repeat the same thing, you can press Alt and P together and again to reach the code before this one. This is the debug menu. Let's turn the debugger on and then type in some code to print a star pattern. Now get to the debugger and go to do it in one shot or take it step by step. You'll see that it keeps printing stars, one more in each next line. Okay, we can quit this now. Let's raise an exception. The stack viewer lets us look at the traceback of the last exception in a tree widget. You can also configure your IDLE. You can change the font size, the highlight colors, the shortcut keys, set the window width and height among other options, and even plug in extensions. Zoom height stretches it to the entire height of the screen. The window menu lists the names of all the open windows at a time. You can click on a name to bring its window to the front. And with the help menu, you can learn more about the IDLE, access the Python documentation, and even see demonstrations of the turtle module to create graphics. The IDLE will color keywords and such as you type to make it more readable. It will also provide suggestions and display a function's signature using a call tip. And then we can also press Ctrl and C together to interrupt execution. And then there are some characters you can use as wildcards. This one runs this loop 3 times because there are 3 items in this list. This is the variable cats only. If you now type in just cat and press tab, it completes the variable's name. This is tab completion. And now press the up arrow twice to get to this line and press enter to do this again. And that's all for today. If you know the tools, you have the power. And with this, we're done introducing Python to you. Next, let's learn some basics.